Is underway into a deadly bus crash that happened in Baltimore. It involved a school bus and a public transportation bus. 6 people died and 10 others were injured. DCW 50's Jasmine Norwood is live outside the hospital where the victims are tonight. Jasmine, tell us what the latest is.
Well, Candace, like you just said, a total of 6 people died in this accident and 10 people were told were injured. Now, right now we're being told 2 of them are still being held here tonight in critical condition. In Baltimore, just before 7 Tuesday morning, this was the horrific scene on Frederick Avenue. A school bus collided with a public transportation bus, killing 6 and injuring 10 others.
All of these people have deep connections to our city, which makes this tragedy all the more rough for our city and for these families.
Officials say there were no students on the bus. The school bus was actually on its way to pick up its first round of children. The 67-year-old bus driver died from his injuries, and the bus aide that was on board is expected to be okay. As for the MTA bus, there were 13 people on board. The bus operator, just 33 years old, was one of 6 that were pronounced dead at the scene.
Our family is really wounded today. This tragic day is just something that you could just never plan for.
Now, officials say that school bus driver was traveling down this road. He somehow, for whatever reason, lost control of the bus, slammed into this gate, the gate of this cemetery. He then spun back into the middle of this street where he hit a Mustang, then traveled a little bit further down this road, and that is where he slammed into that MTA bus.
We did not observe any type of skid marks on the road, which leads us to believe there was no type of deceleration.
Now the medical examiner is working to determine if the school bus driver had a health complication, and the community is struggling to come to terms with what happened.
I stayed back, and if I hadn't stayed back, that would have actually been the bus that I got on.
Tony James rides that exact MTA bus daily.
But to see a whole school bus go through a public transportation bus, you could imagine how I felt in knowing that was my bus. Oh God, I just feel so bad for those that lost their lives.
Now, the NTSB is here in Baltimore. We're told they're going to be here for the rest of this week investigating that accident scene, trying to piece things together and figure out exactly what went wrong. We're also expecting to learn more tomorrow about the identities of those who died in this crash. We're live in Baltimore tonight. Jasmine Norwood, DCW 50 News at 10.
Such a tough